Hi, Guido folks. Welcome by a new book report. Today, I want to talk with you about this book. 100 pages of information about the Vedas. And the Vedas are the sacred text in the Hindu philosophy, the Hindu tradition. They're the holy text from Bihaspati, the voice of Dharma, and the guide of the heavens, the light that speaks through the Vedas. A small book about enlightenment, about spirituality, and about reaching higher spiritual calibration levels, frequencies, becoming better in your body, better in your vibe, better in your mental state. So, really growing towards that mental Champions League, right? So, that's where we always searching for. You want to become a mental Champions League football player. That's life coaching. Spiritual life coaching is about is that you want to become a very good vibe guy or woman and very good in your energy, right? That's all about spiritual life coaching. So the Vedas are the Hindu tradition, the Hindu philosophy, the sacred text, and the way you speak is so important. If you speak calm and relaxed, a nice deep voice, or a very soft voice if you're a woman, and the way someone speaks, you can feel the calibration, you can feel the frequency, you can feel where this person is, how intelligent a person is, but mostly how this person feels, how the mental state of this person is. The voice of people is very, very important. So on page 4 and 11, there's a radical intimacy between your being and your use of your language. So the way you feel is the way you pronounce things, not especially what you're saying. Of course, I don't like if you're using words as cancer or shouting or typhus or that kind of words. It's such an unspiritual, karma involved way of behavior with all those shouting, disgusting words. Life become a negative mirror. So if your language becomes better, if how you say things become better, you get also better results from the mirror in life. So the Vedas are teaching you also to pronounce well, pronounce calm, saying compassionate words, saying the truth sometimes. You can be hard. As a coach, I have to be hard. I have to set borders. I have to tell the truth to you, but always on a polite and compassionate way because I want to support you in life. So there's a radical intimacy between being and language. So look to yourself, introspection. Are you talking nice, kind, softly? How is your voice? Record your voice. And you can recognize from the first minute of talking, if someone is talking, you recognize also, okay, is this a guy or a woman on a high frequency? Do I want to invest my time in this person or not? So you can also listen carefully to the way of speaking of a person if you want to invest time or no time in this person. I think that's a very interesting life coaching aspect is be careful with who you go because you become the five closest friends in your circle. So you become the five closest person. You become that person. So if you're with five mediocre persons, you become also a mediocre person. So try to search for friends and persons where you can raise yourself up in life. Page 5. Noisy mask. In the Veda traditions, in the Veda text, they talk about noisy mask. So if someone is talking so loud, overcompensated, active, saying a lot of things without saying actually anything. Maybe you recognize that, right? Someone is telling a story and say, what's what you're saying actually? There's no clue here, or you're not coming to the point, or you're saying because you want to say something, or you say something interesting, right? Overcompensated talking is mostly an insecurity way of protecting yourself. So if you're talking overcompensated, way too noisy, that's probably a mask. You want to shine to the outside world because you have an insecurity complex. So overcompensated talking is mostly a noisy mask. Spirituality is discipline, is disciplined work. Yes, you have to have a lot of discipline to hold your river of light and to train your untrained eye. I come later about that, the Amrita Nadi line. The river of light is a very disciplined work. So going into meditation every day is discipline. So it's not always letting go, right? Also, discipline is involved in the Vedic tradition. I talk later about structure and freedom and discipline and love. Discipline is related to love. Discipline is structure. Structure is discipline. Structure delivers you freedom. So if you have a structure in life, it gives you freedom, less mental burden. You know what to do during a day. A structured day is giving you mental freedom. And also, you enjoy your freedom more if you work hard. If you work hard, yeah, you say work hard, chill hard, right? If your time of freedom become less, your freedom become more efficient. Your time freedom become more efficient. Don't believe in rapid transformation. Don't believe in shortcuts. So many people are thinking, oh, I become enlightened. Oh, I changed my career in 3 sessions. So many people are thinking, I go for the shortcut to become multimillionaire in 3 days or in a month. Mostly it is years of effort to reach something. Mental Champions League, career on the top level of the world, to become an expert in your relationship dynamics, in improving your relationships. Yes, you can become better in your relationships. So if you want to become something, a multimillionaire or a great football player or a bodybuilder, it's years of effort, the 10,000 hour rule, right? 10,000 hours, you build up mental Champions League. You can build up your enlightening seals in your body. So enlightenment or deepening your spirituality is hard work, is disciplined work, and is not a way of a shortcut. So don't come here and say, I want to have results in 3 days. Don't do that. So to experience the river of light, to feel the untrained third eye, the crown chakra, the palm chakras, the three hearts on a row, the ecstaticness in your body, to become out of space, out of time, is arduous effort, like Osho said, right? Page 22, transcend culture. Spirituality is above culture. So at a certain moment, every country have some religious activities. Every country have a church or a mosque, of a synagogue or a temple. Every country has a song, what's very popular. Every country have special foods. Every country have their agriculture. Every country have their kind of specific clothes. So there are certain moments you step out of the world of cultures and you raise above culture. And you look to more the social dynamics and how people interfere and how high this civilization is calibrating. So you look cultures on an other way than put them in boxes. So that's actually what the Vedic tradition also said. You transcend culture. And when you're opening up, you find divine intellect. Divine intellect is the highest form of intellect. It's very intuition, intuitive intellect. So if you're in touch with yourself, if you're in touch with your line, if you're in touch with your Amrita Nadi line, you found the divine intellect. It's the combination of very efficient brain work, but also very high intuition. You create very high intuition in life. Page 32, you have Apara Vidya, that's lower knowledge, and you have Para Vidya, that's higher knowledge. You have matrix knowledge from society, that's the lower knowledge. And you have above matrix, how you grow out of the matrix, that is the higher knowledge. That is the Paravidya. So in the Vedic tradition, you have two things of knowledge. Is one, how the matrix works, how to survive in the matrix. And the other knowledge is about heaven, is above matrix, is how to transcend culture, right? So that's also the division the Vedas are making between those two. 37 is about Dharma. Dharma is the law in the Vedic tradition. And Dharma is, in a short way, saying four things. Is structure in your life gives you freedom. Discipline gives you freedom. Discipline gives you structure. And last one is love. Love cannot exist without discipline, without structure, and without freedom. You need freedom to find love. You need discipline to go to the nightclub. You need discipline to talk to women on the street. You need discipline to make an account and like the other gender or the same gender, excuse me. So you need discipline to make a relationship happen. You have to show effort. You have to structure your life to create freedom. Otherwise, you become a workaholic and you say, I never find love. No, because you have no freedom. So the Dharma is an intertwined relationship between structure, discipline, freedom, and love. Very beautiful how it's written down there. Meditation is not only awakening, chakra awakening, meditation is also deep introspection about your own behavior. Did I think well? I'm still doubting about some coaching session in the past. Did I think well? Right? Was it not too hard? Was it not too soft? Was the strategy okay-ish? So meditation is dissolving your bad karmas, your past, your traumas in your life is dissolving, is to heal. But meditation is also deep introspection, is mirroring your own behavior. Is that you feel guilty about something or shameful. And I am not reflecting too much about circumstances in the past. You don't want to have becoming, they say, fairy tale mind, that you're always looking to the past, and never to the future. The goal is here to go fresh to the future and heal. But you need deep introspection to come there. The last one, page 55. 55, and that's saying, without, you need wisdom and power. Without power, wisdom is nothing. I think I have a lot of wisdoms. I read so many books, but I need power to share it to you. And you see a lot of guys or women in the spirituality, they have no power, they have no masculinity. They have female energy and soft and kindness and compassion, but not strong masculine power. So work also on your power, become a whole person. So without power, you cannot share your wisdoms. Without power and discipline and structure, you cannot become enlightened. So power is also very important, otherwise you become impotent. So the Vedas are talking about impotent. You become impotent if you have no power. So work also about your strength and your discipline and your physicality, your sports, to create power in your life and become a disciplined, masculine, also masculine pole person. So thank you for watching this video about the Vedas, and I see you by the next book report. Bye bye.